This is JProfit, and today we're going to look at the quizzing post in Edmodo. If I click on the quiz tab, then it'll give me the option to create a quiz or load a previously created quiz. As with assignments, if you've made a quiz for a class in the past and you want to deliver that to this class, you can do that by clicking here. But today we're going to create a new quiz. When I click on create a quiz, it gives me some options for the quiz. First one is the title. I'm going to call this Profit Sample Quiz. You can give it a time limit if you want. If you don't click any time limit, I think it defaults it to 1 hour. Here it says add your first question to start creating a quiz. So I'm going to say I want it to be a multiple choice, and I'm going to add my first question. Also, it remembers questions from your previous quizzes if you want to use just single questions instead of a whole quiz. So I'm going to add my first question. The question is going to be, what is your favorite color? And you can attach a link or a document from your library if you want to assist in answering this question. So I'm going to response number 1 and say yellow. Again, you can attach items to individual responses. Blue. Let's say now I want to add a new response, so I can have a third one. We're going to say red, and one more added response, green. Now in this case, I'm asking what their favorite color is, and they're going to tell them they're wrong. But just for instance, let's say that B, blue, has to be set as the correct answer. So all you do to select the correct answer is go to this box beneath the section where it says set as correct answer and click it. Then a green box will surround it telling you that this is the correct answer that you selected. When you're done, you go back up, and if you want to add another question, you click the plus button here. And this you can say, what was the setting for the story? Again, you can give them the option of the Old West. You can say a submarine. Add a response. Say Yosemite National Park. Or Europe. So we've given them 4 choices. Of course, this story had to happen in Yosemite National Park. Click on Set as Correct Answer now that that one's a correct answer. Now I've got question 1 and question 2. And again, I can keep adding questions. I can reorder the questions by dragging it and moving it above question 1. It'll automatically renumber them in the order they are. If I want to remove a question, I can pull one out. It automatically assigns each question 1 point so that they're all weighted the same. Over here on the right, I can go ahead and assign the quiz now. I can preview it. I can print out a copy of it for me to look at. I can put a description in about this quiz. Maybe in the future I need to look at it and remind myself exactly what this quiz is about. I also have some options here. I can click Show Results so the students see right away what their results were. I can also randomize the questions. So I can control the order, but if the order doesn't matter to me and I want more to prevent students from cheating, I can click Randomize Questions if I want to. When I'm done, I click Assign Quiz. I will go back to the group page. It says right here, Profit Sample Quiz. I could edit if I want to. I could select a different quiz. I'm going to say the due date for this quiz is next Monday. You can add it to the gradebook. Now, this is not your gradebook for your Lynchburg State Schools classroom. This is a gradebook just inside of Edmodo to keep track of how your students are doing. So I can click that or not. I'm going to click it now so that it stores the grade so I can look at it later. So who I want to send this to. So this is going to the Profit Sample group or Profit Test group. Again, I can delay this message if I want to come out at a later date. I'm going to go ahead and send it now. After I click Send, you can see that my quiz, Profit Sample Quiz, has been sent out. Once again, I get a turned in button showing me when the students have turned it in. and it shows me that there are 2 questions on this quiz. Once again, if I look at this as a student, I'm going to come up here. It tells me I have 1 new post. I'll click on that, and it shows me, profit sample quiz. As a student, I will click take that quiz. It tells me the name of the quiz, the total questions. It says my time limit is 1 hour. I click start quiz, and it gives me the first question. What was the setting for this story? Now, everyone knows that it's Yosemite National Park. So I'm going to click on Yosemite National Park and push the right arrow here to get to the next question. And let's say that my favorite color is green. So I'm going to click on green. Now, while I'm still in the quiz, I can go back and forth between the questions and change my answers. And I can change as many times as I want until I'm done and click submit quiz, which I'm going to do now. It gives me one last chance. It says, are you sure you want to end this quiz? I could cancel or go ahead and submit. And ask me again what I thought of this quiz. I'm going to say this was awesome. I have the option to view my results because as a teacher I left that option open. When I go back I can see that I got this correct. It gives me a green circle around the number. And if it gives me a red circle, then it shows me the correct answer and then shows me the answer that I selected. Now that I'm done with that, I will go back to my home page, and you'll see here that my quiz results showed that I got a 1 out of 2. Now, as a teacher, I can go back in here. When I refresh this page, I'll see that 1 student has turned in their quiz. Once again, I can click on the Turned In button. It gives me a generic breakdown of all the scores. You see, there's only 2 questions, and because only 1 person's taken it, 100% got question 1 right, and 100% got question 2 wrong. As more students take the quiz, then these breakdowns of the questions will change. You can see here it gives me a high score of Jason Profit, 1 out of 2. And off to the left again, you'll see that Jason's name is bold, and the other 2 are kind of grayed out, or the other 3, because they have not taken the test or taken the quiz yet. When I go back to my group, you'll see here it shows that 1 person has turned it in. That's the button I clicked on to go look at those. Quickly, let's go up here to the Progress tab in the top left corner beside the Home button. See, it looks like a little heartbeat monitor. But if I click on that, it gives me the option to go to different classes that have some progress. So if I select Profit Test, you'll see different assignments and you'll see different students listed here. The newer ones show up at the beginning, and you can see that Jason Profit got a 95 out of 100 on Metamorphosis and 1 out of 2 on the Profit Sample Quiz. Now again, this does not connect to your gradebook in Infinite Campus. This is only a place for you to store grades that you have delivered on Edmodo. Thank you for joining me today.